What's up everyone, welcome back to another video of peer coaching. Today we're going to be talking about cramming things, so let's get started. So the thing we're going to be talking about is how to cram things. Now when you have to cram things, it's going to require a lot of sacrifice. You're not going to be able to continue your normal day, so it's going to take a lot of your time and a lot of dedication. The thing to mention here is that you're gonna have to sacrifice a lot of time. This could be time with your friends, time from your hobbies, and even time from your sleep, which I don't recommend because I've been sleep deprived before and it's not fun. So highly encourage you to avoid it, but if it's the last resort, go for it. So the way to do it is just focusing on that one thing you're aiming at. This could be an exam, a presentation, a report, or anything that you have to do and you have to do it quickly. So in order to do that, this might sound a bit cheesy, but imagine yourself doing it. If you imagine something, it's likelier that it's gonna happen because you're gonna have a lot more motivation towards it and you're gonna have to project that motivation to working for it. So the best way to do it is thinking about how much you want it. If you want it enough, you're gonna find the motivation to work for it, and that's gonna drive you to work more. So here's a personal example. Last year I had to take 4 AP exams. So advanced placement program is not offered in my school, so I had to self-study for all of them. But it was my first time doing it, so I was not sure how to attack it. And the way I did it was quite wrong. I was studying a lot, but I later learned that it was the wrong approach to this type of exam. So I had to remodel my study schedule based on what I learned a month before my exams. This was pretty grueling. As I've mentioned in the last video, I love going to the gym. It's basically my therapy. I could not do that. I had to sacrifice time with my friends, my family, and worst of all was sleep. For me, sleep deprivation is the worst you can incur because if you're not sleeping enough, you're probably not gonna function well. So that probably was the hardest part. I had to hire a tutor to help me with some of the subjects I was looking at, and then I had to work up late, sacrifice schoolwork, and study just for the APs. It all worked out in the end, but it was a grueling process. So definitely recommend not doing that. And as I've said, just planning accordingly is the best option here. So the reason why I think people cram things is because they don't want to feel regret. At least that's what I did. So cramming for me is the last resort. I've always been a programmed person, an organized person, so I program a lot, I make schedules, I make sure everything's going the way I want it to, and cramming, being the last resort, is something that I did not expect last year. So really the reason why I tried this hard last year was because I didn't want to feel regret. Before that month, I had already put in so much work that I didn't want it to go to waste. So I had to force myself in a way to study more and get that last bit of material in my head so that I wouldn't feel any regret or guilt. One of the most important things I can say is seek help when you need it. Asking for help is not a bad thing. Instead, I think it's a good thing because it indicates that you know your weaknesses and you're willing to work them out and overcome them, basically. So if you need help, just ask it. Ask your parents, your teachers, your friends, anyone. Really just try everything you can. So by now I think you can interpret that starting early is the best option here. Starting early gives you so much more room to program and so much more room to breathe that there probably won't be any need for you to cram things. It's just in extreme cases like mine, I was always planning early, but the way I planned it was wrong, and I learned it, applied it the next year, and got better scores, of course. So you always learn stuff from your mistakes. Making a mistake is the most human thing you can possibly do. So learn from your mistakes, plan earlier than last time, and don't feel any regret. You have to know your deficiencies in certain fields, and you have to attack them in a way that's going to eliminate them. So the last point I'm going to make here is that cramming is not the best option. It's not the most energy efficient. It's not mentally helpful. So try avoiding it, but if you're gonna have to do it hard and properly. That's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Ask me anything in the comments, and I hope to see you in the next video.